man. Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, bro. Yeah, man, your boy Cino had to come in there and tell him how it was done. Yet again. Had to come out here, hit him for a good $2,000. Woo! Say bye-bye to Cino's job. The Potawatomi, baby. Don't forget to hit the like button coming through the door. Woo! Cino something else. But I screwed up. I was supposed to have left a long time ago. Now I'm gonna run into this traffic. Now, let's get to why we're here, good people. Hit the like button. Kylie, Irving, baby. Let's go. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell. But you gotta hit the like button coming through the door. Now, when the news broke, Kylie Irving was reached. Marks talked to Kylie Irving right before they pulled the trigger and said, we're going to get James Harden. Now, I don't know who the hell these people was that was talking about Kylie Irving was leaving the team. There was no way in hell they were trading Kylie Irving. People just start bringing that out the woodwork that they was gonna trade Kylie Irving for would you take one headache for another headache? It's not gonna happen. So we're sitting there and we're like surveying the situation. And we're like, man, why is everybody so concerned about what Kylie Irving is doing when he's off the court? Like he's not playing, but the whole media attention's around Kylie. Until yesterday, it was all about James. So James Harden took the attention away from Kylie Irving. So Kylie is, man, he happy as could be. Because now you got all three people that the NBA can't stand on one team. The new bad boys. What's up, Sincerely? Absolutely, they're the new bad boys. They're the most hated team in the NBA, and everybody's projecting them to win the championship right there with Los Angeles. But they took a poll today, and you know what the poll said? The Lakers are still favored to win the title. Why? Because the Lakers are still the better team on paper. Because a lot of guys out there know their role. The Lakers have a better bench, basically, than their starters. I only saw like 2 Laker games, really, this season because, like I told you, I was done on that. But I went back and watched the game they had against the Grizzlies. You know, they had this cupcake schedule early. It's not going to favor them. While the Clippers and everybody else are playing all the tough teams that they're going to see later at the end of the year, they're dealing with a whole different genre. A whole group that don't even know they exist. Oh, yeah. That group has no clue. They have no idea of anything that's transpiring right now. We don't know because Brooklyn's not done yet. They got open spots left on the team for 3 other positions. So they really don't have a bench. The Lakers bench has really been carrying them along. But then again, they got inner problems right now because Wesley Matthews isn't happy with how he's being used on the team. He can't get in a rhythm. Meanwhile, his role has been reduced and THT is taking over his times and his minutes. And while Pope is out, it's all been working out as far as the minutes, but now things are starting to come to a head as you're seeing THT get more minutes. That's a problem. Kyrie was not keen. He was not really keen to the idea of James coming over. And the reason that he wasn't really keen about him coming over was because of all the special privileges that they heard about with James that he wants. James Harden want this, James Harden want that. And Kevin Durant hadn't played with him since they went to the NBA Finals. The last time he played with James Harden, they were in the NBA Finals. LB brought something up that was great. I believe it was LB. He was saying that if James came off the bench like he did in OKC, they could really run through the league. Instead of having all 3 of them start, just have James come off the bench. But James, you don't pay nobody that kind of money to come. So that means now you got Harris coming off the bench. So Joe Harris looked like he's going to go back to the bench. But he seemed to work well when he was starting. Now they're going to have to try to gel, and then you got to try to see how James' mental is going to be. Because James Harden is the type to buy in when he thinks it's a good situation. But if things aren't going so well, he kind of shuts down. It's gonna be interesting because this is Kyrie's team. Kyrie's the leader. He's the ringleader. And Kevin Durant and James don't mind Kyrie being the leader. Kyrie is excited to get with the team and excited about the direction that they're going. But they're gonna miss Allen. Oh, T said that. LB said T said that. Okay. I think Kyrie ready to come back now. He took his personal days off. And now that's why they got these new protocols in place, because they were trying to see if they could penalize Kyrie Irving. And the league's going to have to find out that under the rules of their protocol, Kyrie didn't really break any rules. So now So now things are going to be a little different. They trying to find any way they can to see if they can suspend him or punish him. So that's why they really changing the protocol of the rules. There was nothing in the protocol to say Kyrie Irving did anything wrong. They was like, well, he didn't have no mask. He was in a closed environment with his family. And he wasn't playing. He was on leave. Now, if you want him to take 7 days to come back, okay, you just extend his leave. But you can't fine him because there was nothing in the rules that really indicate that he broke any of the protocols. They're trying to find a way to do it. Kyrie is used to it. Once he left LeBron, that's when he got slandered. Everybody loved Kyrie Irving until he left LeBron and went to Boston. Then he became the most hated player in the league. Kevin Durant. Everybody loved Kevin Durant until he did what? Beat LeBron twice in the NBA Finals, embarrass him. Now he the most hated player in the league. James Harden. All James Harden did was beat James Harden. And they hate him anyway. James Harden. He get MVP. It's okay to talk about James' defense. James, he go to the free throw line all the time. LeBron media, they post up everything. He took LeBron's MVP. No, LeBron's a bum. You got to earn it. They talking about LeBron MVP now. Like, he is? We played 11 games. Y'all tried to give it to your boy Luka before the damn season started. And Luka was fatter than James Harden. Shooting like 20%. They weren't even going to talk about that. Luka was fat as a house out there shooting 20%. Anybody remember that? I don't remember seeing no memes of Luka Doncic out there on the court. And I like Luka. Yeah, I'm leaving Milwaukee, man. I gotta get back to the crib, cause I gotta get Jamil before he get out of there on that Madden. Of course, LeBron gonna respond because here's the thing. He responded to it because the news ain't about him. The news ain't been about him in 3 days. He want to tweet about the national championship game, talk about Alabama. He want to be involved in everything, man. He the best wide receiver out in everything. You don't know a damn thing about no damn wide receiver. He's just trying to keep himself relevant in everything that's going on. Want to stick his beak in everything. That's why I was like, dog, we don't need you. Go somewhere. The people don't want you. We all know what you are. Just go away. No, I don't even know who that person is, dude, that you just said. I mean, but you got to think about it. You have Boston Celtics who playing with each other, they're a team. The Miami Heat, they play with each other, they're a team. The Milwaukee Bucks have played with each other, they're a team. They've already together, the Indiana Pacers put together, they're a team. And now you got Brooklyn. Then you mentioned the 76ers. So that's 6 teams right there in the East, where the East already got a teams that can walk through the West. They can walk through the West. And they've done it for the past 3 years. This is the first year that Toronto look like they're not even gonna make the playoffs. No, they got. Thing is that there's no dominant team no more because everybody's playing the same style. Everybody's running the same game. They have really no identity. I think that the Clippers are better than the Lakers, actually. They're a better team than the Lakers put together. And they can beat a lot of teams. I think they can actually go to the finals. They're the only ones that have a little bit of an identity of what they want to do when they're on the court. Dallas is sporadic. They match up well with the Clippers. Other than that, you know, they sporadic. They here one day, they win the next. They're a running gun team. No identity. Denver depends too much on Jokic. When he's rolling and not in foul trouble, they hard to stop. Once Jokic is in foul trouble, they don't have anybody to step up and take that slack. Murray was supposed to be the guy to do that, but not really as much. But like I'm saying, it's only been 11 games. I like the way the Grizzlies look. Guys have stepped up, and even when John Moran is out, I was like, oh, they for real. Like, they still got some young guys that can ball. And they lost all they vets. So I'm like, okay. They own it. I was thinking a little differently than a lot of other people when it came to that. I was saying to myself that they needed to rotate. I think they need to swing the ball more, and they'll be all right. But they don't trust some of the shooters that's on the court, and that's how they end up losing close games. Now, Brooklyn problem is kind of simple. Brooklyn problem is this: defense. Can you play it? James Harden is probably, Kevin Durant is the better defender out of the three. Kyrie is probably a close, I would probably say James Harden plays better D than Kyrie, to be honest. The way it's structured and the way the team is set up, James remembers and knows what Kevin likes to do. He knows what KD likes, where he likes the ball when he's on the court playing with KD. When those two on the court together, James knows how to get his shot. He knows how to get James the ball and get out of the way. But they're three ISO players, like I said. They're gonna swing the ball to be successful. And they gotta learn how to use team. Kevin Durant cannot be playing 4-3 positions on defense. It is a bad look, and that's just a way to get injured. And if you're trying to get Kevin Durant injured, that's the way to do it. Having him in the paint when he don't need to be, helping out on defense, guys rolling over his leg. I mean, DeAndre Jordan, he's not a rim protector. That's never been his job. He's a good guy on the offensive end. Losing Allen, you lost the rim protector. No, it's not about the steals. James Harden has actually been playing defense for the past 2-3 years. Ever since they clowned him when he got MVP and talking about how James don't play defense and this and that, James Harden has stepped his defense up times 10. Houston was one of the top defensive teams last year, and James on the ball defense was increased about 300%. Nobody talks about it besides me and Skip Bayless. We were the only ones that saw it, I guess. I want anybody win except for LeBron. I don't even want LeBron to go, but I already know how the league is set up. They $1 billion loan out on their insurance, so definitely they're going to try to put their cash cow back in the NBA Finals, LeBron, because that's what they want to do. They want to have the Lakers and Golden State, Steph and him and LeBron, and put them in the playoffs and stuff. Have LeBron eliminate Steph. They already working on seeding. They know what they want to, how they want to do this thing. But the way you beat the fix is by having so many weapons that at any given moment it could go left. Do y'all really think they wanted the Denver Nuggets to beat the Seattle Supersonics that year? That's what I was saying. I was watching that again when Gary Payton and Sean Kemp was sitting there one-on-one talking to each other. They were going over all what had happened. I had totally forgot Sean Kemp missed both free throws that would have won and sealed that series beforehand. Before it wasn't even supposed to be a game 5. Look, they still got to stop Giannis. Brooklyn don't have the kind of people that sell out on defense. Their defensive win shares is low. Look at where they are as a team when it comes to defense. They're not blowing guys out. They're winning like 143 to 139. That's not a team that's not championship team material. You're going to have to start locking some people down. Hit the like button if you just came through the door. The Cash App is Carceno, K-A-R-C-E-N-O. You want to support the page? Yeah, but you got to understand, they got to win it within the next 2 years. Or at least go to the NBA Finals. I would love to see the Brooklyn Nets versus the Clippers. Hell, I might be at those games. I'll find a way to get up in the bubble. Up in there. Now that's my series. And you know why? Because that bum is nowhere on the screen. That bum from Akron can go in my face. Because nobody want to see him. No, I mean, you gotta look. I mean, right. You got Joe Harris now that's going to be anchoring the bench. So if you got Joe Harris anchoring the bench, okay, that's the new narrative. Joe Harris anchoring the bench. Then what are you going to do with the other guys? I mean, who else? You got Jeff Green as your backup center. You got DeAndre Jordan and Jeff Green. Jeff Green gonna be shooting threes. He gonna be out there on the wing pulling up for jump shots. Losing Allen was huge, but it had to be done to get James Harden. But you lost a rim protector. He won a lot of games this year for Brooklyn. KD need a super team to win, so do LeBron. All his championship teams were super teams. So we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. We did stop watching. We don't watch LeBron no more. If he played the Clippers and if he played Brooklyn. At the beginning of the year, I told you, there was only two teams I would watch this bum play. I'm done. I was dead. I was done. Y'all like, nah, you'll be back, man. You gonna watch the game. No, I'm not. I'll watch other games. But I'm through with LA jail. I'm tired of watching them help LeBron 24 hours a day. Only thing I get now is when people send me clips. They send me clips and highlights. And let me know what's going on. That's it. They send me clips and highlights and say, look at what LeBron did last night. That's it. I guarantee you the games have been mortifying for those who had to watch. But me, you know what I've gotten since I've stopped doing that, watching LeBron games, watching the LA jail? I have been, man, I'm like, man, I got so much time now. I didn't save 2 hours in my life. I got an extra 2 hours of my life back. So on that note, I was feeling really good, you know? Yep, I did. would rather watch. I've been watching some Pacer games. I watched the Bulls games. And me, I'll go back and watch it, like later on in the day. Some of them I watch live. Others I go back and watch so I can get caught up. Like I saw the Chicago Bulls problems. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win that many games playing that way. Just trying to outscore the other team and just going for self. Zach LaVine got to be moved. I mean, he scores 40. Don't forget to hit the. Oh, there it is. Don't forget to hit up the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the Cash App button. Carcino. I don't even know if there's a Cash App button. But hit Carcino up on the Cash App. Carceno. You know. You know, I've always thought that they didn't get a lot of things right. I always felt like things got messed up. Oh, you know he crying to Adam Silver that he need another big move. How you gonna let this go down, Adam? No, this ain't even fair. The NBA should have got in and stopped this. They should have stopped this. You know, he right now blowing his nails. Don't worry, Brian. They'll never play you in the finals. You're gonna play Giannis. I'll take care of it. Don't I take care of everything? Ooh, I can see my face in my nails. Adam, this is serious. That's how it's gonna go down. Yeah, everybody's against corruption. Everybody want to be against the corrupt NBA. You know, you want to be away from that. People just want to see basketball again. You're not seeing basketball. You're seeing guys run the same high pick and roll, pulling up a three, high pick and roll. I watched the one game, man. It was ridiculous. They shot 7 threes between them, running down, shooting the three at the top of the key, just pulling. I said, that's 7 threes in a row they just shot between each other, and all 7 shots missed. And I'm like, oh. This is nightmares to watch. It was Portland versus somebody. I forgot who it was, but yeah, they were just going back shooting threes. It was terrible. I mean, you got to think about it. The East is not a walkthrough. It's not a walk in the park that Brooklyn is going to be in the championship. Right now, I can't say Brooklyn is a better team than even the Indiana Pacers, who they got Karis LeVert on their team now. So they got Karis LeVert. You got him on the team. And now you got, uh-oh. Alright, so they saying Biden finna release $1,400 per person for stimulus. Alright. We'll see. I don't know how they gonna do it. Not my concern. Damn, I'm not back in Illinois yet? Oh yeah, I've been chatting with y'all, that's why. I'm like, I'm supposed to have been back from Milwaukee by now. So, y'all tell me, what y'all think? Oh, he just approved it. The 600 y'all got already, so he gonna give y'all another 1,400. Oh, you just left Kenosha? I just left there too. Well, I just passed it. Now, here's the thing. Kyrie and James Harden. Can they get along? And for how long? Because I'm going to let y'all know something right now. James Harden has already been informed. A lot of the privileges that he got in Houston, he's not going to be able to have them in Brooklyn. And he said, I don't care about that. He's like, don't believe what they're saying on television. He's like, I don't care about that. I just want to win. I just want to get away from here. I'm ready to win. So he just needed a new change of environment. That's all he wanted. Change of environment where people are focused on winning again. But if LeBron fans who are crying and they pouting on the floor and they kicking and punching the floor, yo man created this. He created this and made it the fashion. So now it's all on him. He started all this. So I'm glad. I want everybody to team up. Get on the team now. He made this the new way. You don't like it? Good. Don't like it when he do it. I've never seen nothing like this. That's why the legends and the greats, they look down upon this game. It's like, dude, that's not competing. Y'all just taking a cop out. That's the easiest way out the game, is to do what y'all doing. Somebody they get an all-star player on their team. They be, man, I wish we can get the other best player on the team. That'd be great. People like, y'all was in there, man, if we get AD, Giannis, and LeBron, man, we be great. And now we got Trez and them. I'm like, dog, what is wrong with you? I mean, dude, if this was back in the 90s and somebody said that, they would have slapped the taste out their mouth. That's like saying, man, we get Magic Johnson, and imagine if he get Larry Bird and Jordan on the same team with Magic. That's damn, man, we be great. I'm like, you would want to watch that? I'm like, I wouldn't want to watch a dream team play a regular NBA team. Like, You beat them, everybody gonna be like, so? You supposed to look at all the people you got. It's crazy out here. It's crazy, crazy, it's crazy. I'm like, I am so glad it rained. Because I was just finna get the car clean. Now, I ain't got to do all that. Right, what sense is it to watch the All-Star game when you're watching the All-Star game every night? The NBA didn't even care about All-Star weekend being canceled. You know why? Because they was like, why do we care about All-Star weekend being canceled? When basically, we just losing money because don't nobody really care about the All-Star weekend. We just paying for players to act the fool and hang around with people that they don't get to see in the regular season. Yeah, man, what's going on, man? Yeah, and they getting to talking and fraternizing. I'm like, dude, I didn't tune in to watch y'all talk on the court. People wanted to see the game. It's like, okay, we get to see a game now. And that's because LeBron set another NBA record. No NBA player has lost more All-Star games than LeBron James. Yep, doing the East versus West format. Nobody has lost more than LeBron James. That's right. LBJ. He lost so many games to the West, he was getting embarrassed and was like, I ain't gonna play no shit, because I ain't gonna keep losing like this. We ain't got no players here in the East. We ain't got no All-Stars like they do in the West. It's like, man, slap this dude in his face. The only reason they was losing because you was captain. You're supposed to be so great, but want no responsibility of what greatness is required to be. You don't check off any of the boxes. What leadership is, what greatness is, none of it. You don't check off any of the boxes. But yet, you the one opening your mouth, running it. Bucks and 5. I don't know, man. Y'all got to think about it. Y'all got about 6 teams right now that would contend real good with Brooklyn. Like, don't count out the Boston Celtics. Don't count out the Sixers. Even though you can count out the Sixers. Brooklyn better than them. The Indiana Pacers is better than them. The Bucks right now, I think it's probably still better than them. They're gonna need time, B. You don't need some time. The reason why the Sixers might give them problems is in the inside. On the inside, they might get problems. Other than that, I don't see any problems that they present. None at all. Simon, I understand that you're somebody that's caught up with the brainwash. You don't get it. You get brainwashed with the commercials and the highlights, and you really believe somebody's great when they're really subpar. It's okay. I don't blame you. You're probably young and don't know no better. You know, this is why they spend all this money. Casino time, casino. I just left the casino. Hit them boys pretty good today. Hit them real good tonight. I had to get back and get some of mine. Oh, Little Shops of Horror paid me. My other game, my Wheel of Fortune game, and James Bond, baby. James Bond finally paid out. I said, man, this is what I was waiting on. The JB. What's up, New Zealand in the house? New Zealand in the house. What? I always used to get New Zealand mixed up with Greenland. I always got them two places mixed up. And I remember I was like, ain't no hip hop in New Zealand. People, man, New Zealanders was like, what? Are you crazy? And I'm thinking Greenland. I'm like, there's nothing in there. It's nothing out there. I'm thinking Greenland. But New Zealand, yeah, they love hip hop in New Zealand. But I be thinking Greenland. Like in Greenland, there's nothing out there. I mean, nothing out there. They still drinking beer from a boot. They got a boot mug, drinking beer at the pub. Well, I'm glad we got somebody from New Zealand holding it down for us. They got them fine rugby chicks. Man, I messed my neck up. I mean, somebody gonna be a sleeper team. It's a lot of competitive basketball games because a lot of teams should be better than what they are, but a lot of them are playing the same system. The only team I've seen that's really been playing well as far as trying a new system and, you know, getting comfortable with everybody like to do is the Clippers. They play all of the tough teams. I mean, the Lakers got that kind of and aggressiveness and can put pressure on you offensively to where you got to pay it to him. Now you got other problems to deal with. That's going to be everything for DeRozan. Then you can get Aldridge to get off. Patty Mills can just roam around and play his role where he can just be a spot-up shooter. Oh, this is Suicide Circle too, man. Should have not went this way. Doing rush hour too. Oh well. Golden State look good because they got young guys that are selling out and they got the right pieces in place. Draymond makes it go because what he's going to do is allow Steph Curry to play off the ball. And that Steph Curry is a better off-the-ball player. He's not a one-on-one player like everybody thinks he is. He got, man, Steph handles, man. Just because somebody got handles don't mean that's... So those situations are always going to change. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here because they just ruined it. It's starting to piss me off. Every time I turn around, they messing me up completely. Don't forget to hit the liking for all of y'all who didn't get here too late. It's a lot of changes gonna be coming around. You know, people just got to get used to it. This league is ridiculous. But it's nothing anyone could do about it. It's like when the genie's out of the bottle, how do you put it back in the bottle? You got to watch college basketball. You got to watch high school games if you want to see real basketball now. And it messes up the kids' heads because they supposed to be coming, this is supposed to be the higher level of basketball. You get here and it's like, this is high level? They don't even run sets. And the sets they run is some basic just pick and roll back picks just so a guy can run out to shoot a three. This is not basketball, man. Nobody's cutting to the basket anymore. It's like, it's dismal. It's only like 4 teams playing basketball out there. I'm just amazed it has lasted this long without people saying, hey, something wrong here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a problem here. This ain't basketball. You know, that's what I'm shocked at. But anyway, I'm out. We almost got to 200 likes. We almost got there. It was close. We were about 2-3 likes away. But thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Love, peace, and hair grease. Doses.